Welcome to the next episode. We drove through the night. We got to the hotel at 2:15. We are in Tucson, Arizona. It's pretty cool out today. It's actually only 105. We got the next 2 days here with Everest Earth. They don't only sling the sun, they also sling alarms. And as you guys know, I used to sell alarm systems, so we got a new challenge in front of us. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe, like the video. We're giving you guys way more than you expect. Let's get it.
Oh shit!
What's up, playa? Good, dude.
Everybody stand up. Breathe in. Breathe out.
I got into alarm system sales in 2011, and I looked around. I was like, I'm not selling 100. I'm going to outsell all these guys. I was like, I just had this absolute certainty in my mind. Sold over 400 alarm systems in my rookie year. Like, losing was just not an option. I treat this like a game. Completely myopic. I had no distractions. So what we got to do today is just focus on input and effort, and it just comes down to us putting in the work. That's it. So. Hey. How are you?
For the solar.
Yep.
So what's the unit cost in total?
So basically we would use you as what we refer to as a model home or a reference point. But really all I'm going to do is show you an apples to apples comparison, not an emotional thing. It's just logical. It's like either you're going to end up paying this over time or you're going to end up paying that over time. So this is the exact like everything for you. Either, hey, we want to save the most amount of money immediately, or hey, we see the long term, we want ownership. We would cover all the upfront costs. The amount would be $158. That's the reasons why I feel like it makes sense. The ownership option is the way that I would lean if I were you.
Well, what do you want to do, babe? I think the ownership.
Put your email.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate your time.
Yep, thanks for your service as
Yep.
well.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Do you have like a small corner of table so I can kind of show you how it all looks?
What are you talking about?
For the solar?
Did you call her?
Yeah, I just talked to her. She said you were home working to knock on the window.
Well, she didn't talk with me about it, so...
Took about like 45 minutes putting it all together. Drove out here. I don't know. It's not going to take a long time. It's going to take me maybe 5-10 minutes. These guys are just training with me today. You're going to end up paying somebody either to pay the higher amounts, or with a home like this, I'm able to use a lot less panels. The idea is that you're seeing savings from day one. People go solar for savings, control, predictability, and I think the last reason is the environment.
What's gonna be my upfront cost?
What we would ask you to do is a little bit of a different program, where if you're willing to help us out, I'm willing to show you a way that we would actually exempt you from all of the upfront costs. The solar would go on your roof. Your monthly amount would be $155. 8 years from now, you'd be reaching where you're already at now. No more, there's no less.
Can you guys send me this information? I want to talk to my wife. And
I talked to your wife, she's like, hey, you know, just talking to my husband, he makes the decision on all this. Yeah, I hear you. Happy wife, happy life. We can schedule the survey, get them to come look at the roof. You're not getting billed on anything until you get it installed. Email address, initials right here.
okay. Well, I'm not signing shit yet.
You can verify everything. We're not billing you on anything. We're not installing. So if you find out anything that I told you was not how it is on there, then you would just cancel and we just wasted all of our time. We're not in the business out to get people.
And then you and I can do the welcome call together. And then once the welcome call's done, then you've confirmed it 100%.
That will all be saved to your email. So that's all in his email now.
We just got sent right now.
You know, that's why when Ann was like, if these guys are out this heat hustling, then I'm gonna listen to them.
You got a really good sense of humor. Do you like Tom Segura?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So that's it. Zach will be showing up at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, and he'll be starting to install panels.
I think you're a guy
Might not be a good idea.
Look over it all. Appreciate your trust and confidence. Go over it with Ann, and then you'll both me and Zach's number. All right, Tom. See ya. Great process. Take it as far as you possibly can. Great example on you know, hey, I'm not signing anything, but then he's clicking everything because he trusted me and he respected me.
Hello?
Hey, is your mom and dad home?
No, they're not home right now.
Okay, we're
Probably back in like 2 hours.
gonna pop back by. No big deal, though. I just wanted to give them some good news. Yep. All right, food. Thankfully, because if they would have answered, it would have been another hour getting a sale.
Just gotta keep pushing through the bullshit. Like whenever they have an objection, sometimes I freeze up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like if you freeze up as a boxer and somebody throws a punch, you get knocked out.
Hi, how are you? Howard, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Hong Kong.
I learned a couple words. Shea, thank you. And hello, what is hello? I keep forgetting. Ni hao, that's what it is, yeah. We went to Suzhou, yeah. So So I'll kind of explain to you how this works, and $100 a month, probably not the end of the world. It's not take food off your table. It's probably on auto pay, but at the end of the day, that's money that you're going to give to the utility company. That's 100% interest. If you move, they don't give you any of that money back. This $100 5 years from now will eventually just continue to go up on you. This is going to be a flat amount. Your fixed amount to own the system would be $84. The ideal situation is if I can get that all approved, that would be exactly how it is, no more, no less. Do the qualification. If they say that we can do it, we'll send the surveyor out. Press the orange.
3, 2, 1.
All right, cool. If you have any questions, hit me up on WeChat. If I was in town for longer, I'd say let's go get a beer. I feel like we could have been brothers from another mother one time, you know? We'd be good friends if I was down here. This isn't even a challenge anymore, dude. We're just ripping deals. Just getting everybody to say yes. They can't say no to your boy. Hey, I'm Taylor. You mind if I sit?
Yeah, go ahead.
First question I have, you do own the home.
Yeah.
You're giving the utility company $1,500 a year. 2, 3, 4 years from now, that's going to eventually go up to $150, $200, and they can raise the rate because they're the only company. Now, we're not a charity. I'm not just coming saying we're going to put the system on the home and congratulations. We need to use you as a reference point. How many years have you lived here?
53.
53, longer than all of our lifespan. Do you have any issue with me using the home as a reference point?
No, I mean, you can put your face up here if you want to.
All right, $95. 12 years later, your amount's $116, where 12 years from now, your bill is going to be way higher than that.
You know what? I don't even feel this lucky. You sure?
You want to know the catches?
What?
Why'd you pick TEP?
That's it.
It's the only option, right?
That's all they ever had.
So before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I do a quick qualification. How do you access your email? From your phone?
Yeah.
Grab your phone real quick. There's a utility application I'm going to fill out. Approved? Approved. How many minutes?
5. No, it's faster.
5 minutes.
All right, so I'm here with Lawrence, and I have one question. If I snap my fingers, the solar was all set up, you had the $95 amount that you were paying for the power, and then TEP rang the doorbell, and they were like, Lawrence, let's rip off the panels and go. But what if they were like, come on, Lawrence, rip off the panels, come back to us, we can raise your rate at any time. What would you tell them?
Oh, man, you know that ain't right.
Oh, it's not right.
Call the authorities then, and I don't call the cops.
Energy consumption. You can find help.
Would it be okay if I sit here just so I can kind of show you everything?
Okay, yeah, let me just finish this.
Yep, take your time. You own your house, you own your car, you own your furniture, but we rent our power. What I'm ultimately trying to do is shift the liability into an asset. Some people don't care about saving money, and most people care about the environment, which is...
Right, and I do care about saving money, but
Great.
the rest of the stuff is fine too.
Okay, money. So utility reserves the right to disqualify due to current infrastructure. I need to interconnect to their grid.
Yeah, so what is it that TEP could say no to? So what do you need to do to see whether my house qualifies? I don't think it does. Okay, so what are you going to do next?
I'm going to set up a survey. I'm going to do a quick qualification. We're going to okay a form.
Text you my red card is like a digital business card.
His legal name's Rufus Ross. I'm just kidding. Every time I go to Starbucks, they say, what's your name? I say Rufus Jr. It's my go-to. Good to go. Sorry it took a little longer. Glad we were able to get it approved. Did you collect the bill or no? Hi, Cynthia. How are you? I'm Taylor. So he's getting everything set up for your system right now. I'm actually one of the specialists. I just wanted to kind of show you something really quick. We're utilizing a few guys as model homes.
Panel to disarm to open the app.
Once you finish up with him, it's going to take me 10 minutes to show you this program, which is completely different than anything you've ever been explained. You know, really, there's no way I can hurt your situation. It's just whether or not I can get you approved for this specific program. So these are the biggest questions I get. What happens to my roof? It will keep your house cooler in the summer. What if I was to move? It transfers over the same way that TEP would. Obviously, your bill last month was $313. Eventually, when you get the $500 bill, that's like what we call like, oh my gosh bill. There's no emotion involved. It's just a logical situation. Is do you want to pay more? Do you want to pay less? The amount that you would now pay would be $181. And then TEP knocked on the door and tried to convince you to rip all the solar off and go back to the $250, $300 bills. What would you say?
I say no.
Exactly. Then we inspect it, then the sun goes up and the bills go down.
Okay.
That's the cut and dry process. What I have to do is I just have to do a qualification. Is it a thumbs up?
They're gonna call because it's new home.
Verify that you are the homeowner, you're not a squatter, you're not hanging out in the house. And be the yellow, we're just gonna press start. Enjoy your day. You're one of the nicest people. Always, Cynthia's are the nicest. I usually shake hands, but today I'm giving you a hug.
Okay.
All right, Cynthia. God bless you.
Okay.
All right. Hi, how are you?
How you doing, man?
Is it okay if I sit right here?
Yeah.
Smells good in here. So first thing I just want to show you is you guys are getting absolutely crushed in sun. This is what the new system looks like. The way that the power is being produced right now is it comes from out of state. That's why we pay so much in delivery and surcharges. The cost to you is you're already paying for it. I'm going to take the money you would have given to TEP and shift it over. We're not a charity. There's going to be a few things we want out of it from you.
I just don't want to pay $138 because everyone that I know up and down here that has solar, that is extremely high.
It's based on what you need. I could sit here and say, hey, the amount's $88. It's getting 100% of your power. This is a great situation for you. And then you guys get bamboozled. The next step is I set up a survey. They look at the roof. They make sure that the roof is structurally sound. Zach can obviously qualify to see if, you know, we can do it.
I need to look at everything and then compare it against the...
Are you super against having the panels on the side?
I would have to go outside to get a visual of what it would look like.
Take a quick look at it right now.
Yeah,
and we can go. You're not even going to be able to see the panels, you know, just looking at it right here. You know, if we did 2 panels right there too, it will only take me about 5 minutes to get the qualification and set up the survey.
I'd rather wait on that stuff though, only because...
I'm just not coming back, just being blunt with you guys. It's just, I'm too busy. So it's, if this says no that we can't do it, then, you know, then we can't even do it. But if it says yes that we can do it, then it's going to give you time to review everything before we even actually come and do the survey.
I have to be somewhere, you know what I mean? So it's not about, oh, it only takes 5 minutes. I have to, you know what I mean? So
I got you.
time-wise,
You type in date of birth, press enter, and then it's a yes or a no. And at least we know. And then everything will be in your email.
that's fine.
Yeah, declined.
See, that's just like not to waste anybody's time. I can try to add his date of birth to it right now too. So he was approved?
Yeah.
Okay, so once you review it and everything, Zach's gonna call you back. Then we're gonna do a verification call. I mean, it's completely up to you, but if I could make it the last stop of the night tonight. What time do you guys usually go to sleep? Because I work pretty late.
1 a.m.
Okay.
I'm in school.
All right, cool. So, all right, cool. So Zach will keep you in the loop. It may be a little earlier than 11.
All right. Thank you so
much. Nice to meet you guys. Yep.
Good.
How are you? These guys are just training with me today. Is there a small like corner of a table I can kind of put my stuff down? You guys have a really good roof. This is what the panels look like. The average home in Arizona cuts about $63,000 in money they would have given to the utility company. The $180 electric bill I always refer to as like a pebble in your shoe. Yes, it may be $180 for this year, but 5 years from now, it's not going to be a $180 payment. The catch is you have to put solar panels on your roof. That's how the power is being produced on site. The brass tacks, $163, and then I came and knocked on your door and I said, hey, how are you? My name's Taylor. I work for TEP. Would you like to rip off the solar panels and come up to 180, 190, 200, and we can raise it at any time? What would you say in that situation?
So you're not playing with it for that.
Hey, that's the way you got to think about it. The first step is we just verify whoever's on the deed of the home.
Let me see that watch. I'm gonna test it real quick. So we'll see how it's getting
You're gonna
time.
tell them it's...
Switch it out for the fake real quick.
Right, exactly. So you put any watch on a time grapher. So this is timing the up and the down of the balance wheel. But in all honesty, if it's above like 180, it's still keeping good time. But 340.
So it's in good condition.
And all of the time I've been doing this, it's probably in the top 3.
Irene, what's your email?
All right, and the last one, we're all gonna point at you with a funny face and you're gonna look straight at the camera.
That's what you think.
That's all right, then you can point at me. You can point at me.
One in the mom department there.
All right, nice to meet you, Irene.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, take care. Hi, sir, how are you? Where are you from originally?
Boston.
Me too.
Okay, no kidding.
Wakefield, yeah. I grew up in Pepperell. The table, we can do it right over here, whatever works. You know, I'm a consumer myself, so whenever I put myself in this sort of situation, I really want like the cut to the chase. So these are the benefits that most people like. 0 out of pocket, you add equity, you maintain it, you can monitor the system, you own your power source, you eliminate the fees and surcharges, you have fixed amount, and then it's better for the environment. So really what we want out of it, it's called seed marketing. It allows us to refer back to a newer homeowner. We're able to use references to say, hey, why'd you buy the home? Why do you own the house? Why do you own the cars? It's because people like ownership and the control.
So yeah, I'm pretty familiar with this. I did the whole Solar City thing some 15 years ago. So
I started with Solar City.
Did you really?
Did you do a PPA probably? Or ownership?
With PPA.
PPA, yeah. I have a PPA option, but
that's probably what I'm leaning toward.
Okay.
This home is not going to be my forever home. I'll probably stay here between 3 to 5 years.
Perfect. We'll set up a survey. Your new electric bill every month would come out to $105.
Ben, what's your email? He already reviewed with you. You know how to do DocuSign.
All right, cool. That's for you. Zach's gonna manage everything. And we got one more to go to tonight. Take care. Appreciate your time. Yep.
Yeah, you could do PPA.
Or lease on it.
Oh, hi, Frank.
I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you. Here, I'll take off my shoes. The upper management makes me train everybody. They can stand. They should be pretty good. So really the end game that I'm trying to get you to is an electric bill that states do not pay. The reason why we pay so much for power is ultimately it's not just the power price, it's the delivery cost. It's when you add up all the fees and surcharges to get the power from here to here. We produce all the power on site instead of it coming through the grid. So I'm going to take the amount that you give to TEP, redirect it into a more economical amount, and this goes away. Zero out of pocket, the amount is fixed. $194 would be your fixed amount. This all goes away. You'll never see the $250, $300 bills, and we cap it. One of the best parts about being a model home is we cap the amount at 1.9%. So I always show people the math. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later, the amount would be $229, and you're still getting the credit balance and the excess credit, which is still lower than where you're at now. So this is gonna allow us to set the survey. Everything's on here. We okay this form. First thing we do is we just click this yellow button. Pleasure to meet you. And Zach's not gonna say this about himself, but he's one of the best project managers, being able to get everything approved and keep you in the loop on everything. Nice to meet you guys. All right, we finished the 2 days. We dropped 4-day one. Might have to extend the blitz, we're gonna have to see. Like and subscribe.
I put my back against the wall cause ain't nobody had my back. Damn, like where the fuck niggas was at? Still at Grandmaster Creek like I could bring my nigga back. But y'all do a nigga cold and I won't even be feeling bad. Time to focus on myself, don't care about where the bitches at. Cause where the fuck was bitches at when I ain't me have a